My name is Father Brian Terry, the Minister General of the Franciscan Friars of the At-One-Ment. I want to thank you for stopping by and seeing our short video on the Franciscan At-One-Ment Mission Project.
The Franciscan At-One-Ment Mission Project is an opportunity for young men to serve and to listen. Listen to how God is calling them to deeper service. Volunteers choose one of three options. The first is to serve at St. Christopher's Inn, our temporary homeless shelter dedicated to the healing of men suffering from chemical addiction. The second option is Graymore Ecumenical and Interreligious Institute in Manhattan and Rome, where volunteers will study interfaith and interreligious dialogue and then give presentations on what they learned. Option 3 is to assist our communications department with social media and print publications, and in doing so tell the story of how the friars bring reconciliation and healing to the world. Listening to how God is speaking in our lives is emphasized throughout this experience. Lastly, the Franciscan At-One-Ment Mission Project happens while living with the friars for the summer and participating in the friars' ministries, community life, and prayer. Come and join us. Learn more about how God is calling you to deeper service to the world through the Franciscan At-One-Ment Mission Project.
One of the lasting takeaways from this experience for me, I think, is about understanding the uniqueness of all of our spiritual experiences. Working with the men at the inn, you realize that people are in very different places, spiritually, religiously, but that we can all connect to God in our own unique way. One way this was really illuminated to me was through the 12-step program down at St. Christopher's. The first step of it is understanding our powerlessness. And I think in order to really have a spiritual experience, that is one of the first things that we have to accept. So for me, understanding that expressing powerlessness and finding God in diverse experiences can look different for different people, but none are less authentic than others.
For me, something that I think I'm taking away that will last for a while is realization of the importance of small, quiet acts of kindness and love. Something as simple as greeting someone, asking them how they're doing. And that was made clear to me here because it's such an important part of the experience at St. Christopher's Inn for the men.
The food in Rome was fantastic. It was unlike anything here for Italian food, just so much better. And it was the meals actually themselves were one of the things that I loved the most in my experience in Rome, because of the community aspect. While conversing, talking, the meal is really a centerpiece for community life and that sharing that is so much a necessary part of our lives.
A primary takeaway that I've had in this experience with the Friars of Atonement is that it's good to understand Christianity in intellectual terms. It's good to know a lot of stuff. It's good to read theology and whatnot. But the beauty of Christianity, the beauty of Catholicism is that it's a lived experience. Thomas Merton describes Catholicism as the tasty experience of eternal life. And that's what we're called to do. We're called to be in communion with others, called to be in communion with God, with His church, and to be His mouthpiece in this world.